All right, welcome back, everybody. We're back at Hawke's Bay. This, Cazz said, this is your favorite map, and yes, it is. It is my favorite map because, whew, it is so much history and stuff. I don't know if I can pull up any pictures of Reelfoot Lake. I'll try to. It's a area of land in northwestern Tennessee. Kind of affected Kentucky when there was a great big large earthquake. It formed a lake and literally it picked the Mississippi up and made it run backwards a little bit. I mean, it was one of the worst earthquakes to have ever hit our area, and I'm not anything of the sort of explaining about earthquakes and why one is worse than another and all that kind of stuff. I know California has a lot, and there's been a lot of earthquakes, and some of them's caused tsunamis and stuff. Really horrific events. I do know that earthquakes in our area affect such a broad area because the hardness of the soil and stuff. Supposedly it's raining church bells up in the Northeast whenever we have big ones here. But we don't have them that often. We have a lot of mini ones I didn't even know we have. But what's so astounding and why I brought that up is Hawke's Bay. I mean, it literally removed a bay. It affected the terrain so much that when he made this map and it was based upon Hawke's Bay, I was like, dude, these little bitty tiny hills. I thought it was a mistake. These little bitty tiny hills here, how's it going to work with the harvesters, and how well is it going to be received, and all that kind of stuff, because it just didn't have that natural flow of beauty and all that kind of stuff like you would find in a natural setting and stuff. And I said, did something cause this, or is this of your area, or what? And then he responded back about the earthquake and stuff. So if you haven't gone back, I'm definitely going to bring this slide up. If you have not seen the Hawke's Bay review of it, I go really in detail, not enough detail at that, of just how much damage and how much change and scenery and everything that earthquake did to the Hawke's Bay area of New Zealand. It literally changed the face of the map. It's mind-blowing. And that's why I love this map so much. It has history to it. My favorite maps there is when people puts their nation into it or puts their heart into it, and this land that is a game becomes a real land. And I think that's just absolutely amazing. So I hope you didn't skip that little preaching sermon, but I swear that is what makes me love this map so much, is that he put his heart and soul into it, his environment, his childhood. Everything went into this, including place that he used to swim. There's a little snaky road, and I thought that was even a little bit out of place. So much time, so much detail, so much went into that little snaky area in the mountains and stuff, and that was a significant thing also because the amount of accidents and stuff like that, because that road was so treacherous. And he actually put that road in his map as well. It's just a small little section, but it's that little bitty touch that nobody can know about unless you heard this video, because you're not going to know the significance of that little bitty tiny snaky road. So if you're listening to this on ModHub or anything else, or any other modding websites, you really need to subscribe to my channel or go over to Cazz's Facebook page and be sure to get signed up over there and become a part of it, because Cazz is really nice. I mean, he's super nice, and he's involved me into his life, his very childhood up to his adult years, his country. We sitting here today going back and forth. I was watching, he was explaining to me how I was pronouncing his beer wrong. I call it TUI, and it's called 2E. I apologize for all you beer drinkers out there. I don't drink a lot of beers. When I do drink anything at all, it's nothing major, seriously. So I don't know much about foreign beers and stuff. So it is called 2E. So A little cleanup on my part. But we sitting there while I was watching videos of ads and everything else and his indigenous people and stuff that lives there, and it's just, he takes me there, and I love it when Modders does that. And that's what Hawke's Bay does. So it has a significant value to me as producer of videos and stuff. I love getting involved in this kind of stuff. I mean, if you want your maps to have meaning to them and reviews and stuff, contact me. Give me an education on your country, your life, your history, or what it took to make that map, if it has actually had any at all. I promise I'm going to get into it because I love history. So we talked about his Facebook page a little bit. It's just 120 members at this point in time in this video. And be sure to hit the link in the description or just type it in. You will have the slide. I will put it up. As far as downloading the map goes, I'm going to put up another slide. Be sure to open up the files and get the silo and get the map. Copy them to clipboard or copy it however you do with your favorite extracting program, and then paste it into your mods directory because you will need the silo. And just go ahead and just overwrite that, whether you're playing this map or been playing some others, not, just to make sure there was no other updates to it. But the big deal for all these maps, the 4 maps that he has done, is adding even more fruit types to what he already had a multi-fruit start with. So that was kind of by request to add some more stuff, and some of those fruits that he added actually is significant production in his home country as well. And we talked a little bit about that as well. Pretty cool conversation there as well. So he's also made a harvester. It's unrealistic, but it's okay. I mean, we have 2 different types of crowd. We have the realistic and unrealistic. I'm kind of 60-40. I've said it in all my videos. Whenever I play, I want it to be historic, rusty, old, small, or have some kind of value. And I don't want to run over the people and stuff. I play a construction simulator, and I ran over a woman in it the other night. And it got me. But at least she kept on going. She was animated. It wasn't real. But I try to play as realistic as possible. When I'm testing, though, I really go unrealistic because people are begging for these maps. They're begging for the updates. I'll run the biggest harvester, the most unrealistic hauling capacity, and everything else in the world that's not used in real life, just so we can all enjoy it in a realistic way who wants to. And this harvester is kind of on that level. It does some unreal payloads. I said in the last video, it's kind of a Corvette that hauls like 100,000. So, I mean, it moves. So, it's an optional download. You don't have to download it. If you do want it, you got it. And it's at the end of my video. Just go to the description or go to his page, and you will have that harvester. So, let's see. What else? Also, he's added some flags and stuff. I did it in the last video, too. He also did a U.S. flag that has a Kentucky flag on it. I am a Kentuckian. I've always been that. And that's why my channel is called Kentucky and JD. So he said that if you want a flag, and he has made one for a person, if you got a flag that you want made, he can do that for you. Because that's actually how he learned how to do it with 17. He wanted a map, couldn't find it, so he just did it, learned how to do it himself. And he also said that it's also, if you look at the bottom of the comments, he's also saying that he will do like pictures of your family. And I kind of joked, said if you want SpongeBob SquarePants, I mean, he probably could do that as well on a flag. So just about any picture you want. I mean, heck, if you got a favorite broom, if you're into 2E or Bud Light or whatever, man, he could put that on the flag if you want a beer on the flag. So he can get you hooked up with your favorite nation or your state or something like that. I'm sure if you can't find it, just ask him on Facebook. He's a really kind guy, and he's going to help you out. I know he is. And if not, there's if he can't help you with some of your modding concerns and stuff, like I said, there's a lot of good people there. A lot of good modders has come there and stuff. I mean, it's been a good Facebook page so far. Somebody will be able to help you out. And I think pretty much that's pretty much going to be a lot of the housekeeping at this point in time. Hopefully I haven't missed anything. But we're going to dive in. I'm going to show you what you get, and let you have a look around. Don't forget to go back to this past video if you want to check out a lot of the history stuff about this map. Go there and watch that video and check it out. I'm probably going to go back and watch it again just after I get done doing this video, because it's really cool. I've been watching a lot of videos about his nation and stuff. So let's dive in. His fence, I did say something to him about the fence first time I saw this, and I was like, you know, this right here has a story behind it. Unlike some of his maps, you can tell by the old truck. If you look at the vehicles, they're all in disrepair. He's taking the story of something that, well, it was kind of, you inherited it, everything is worn out, and so on. But I mean, you do got a way of repairing them. So that's why he's using this truck to make everything look as old as possible. And I said, you know, a lot of people are into the white picket fences and stuff like that. So I don't know how well the fence like this could be received. But after I got to thinking about it, if you are taking over an old family farm, this here could have been an area for cattle and stuff. If you do not like the fence, which I actually kind of do, I just worry that somebody might have concerns over it. Because, I mean, you know, we all have our special tastes and stuff like that. I'm going to show you. It's not a big deal. So, I mean, I think I did this on the first time I did it. But you get it just like a tree. Probably going to mess the gate up. But whenever you do the next one, that fence will pop. You can see the wire go away. And then you just grind the stump off and sell the stuff. And stuff like that. So it's really not, you know, like it's a big deal. Let's see. Let me check and make sure I didn't mess the gate up. Nah, it works fine. You even got a little walk-through gate for you. So if you don't leave the fence, then fine. If not, then you can remove it. You can also sell the wood. You can replace it with some fence mod or whatever. So, I mean, it's all good. So, as far as what you own, you do own these right here, which is 34, which is 2 fields, not 1. 6 and 5, the biogas and the supermarket is right here in your area. If you notice, the animals is right here. He always gives every animal type for you to try a little bit. And tell by this right here, you get a few in each one. If you do not want them, just sell the ones you don't want. I probably would take the chickens and the sheep, and then I'm going to sell all the rest. Don't be hating me because I don't do cows or pigs. I mean, I smell them enough in my area that I really don't care to play with them in the game. But my supposed cousin, I call him Cazz, we have the same last name, and well, on my mother's side anyway, but we're not related. I always called him Cazz anyway. He said the only thing I smell is money. And I guess that's right, because I mean, if it's a part of your environment, you kind of get used to the smell and everything. This is an island, and I don't remember the name of it, but if you go back and watch that video, even though I butchered it in pronunciation as well, this is an island that he actually put in this game. He went into great detail on it to make sure it's as right as possible. He used to swim out to when he was a kid. And this right here is the Snake Road or whatever it's called. Again, we'll go back and watch the video. My memory is terrible. And that way you can actually see and learn about the road. But that's put in as well, like I said, his bringing up and his environment influences and all that kind of stuff. The crops, you can see all the fruit types here. Here's your extra fruit types. As far as land prices and stuff, they're really not that bad. You got some that's around over 1 million and stuff like that, but they're really not hard to achieve because you got plenty of small farms that you can combine together. And I really like the layout of this map. It has a little bit of forestry in it. I kind of hate to cut it down after I watch how much. Might as well put that slide up too. And just literally just watching him put down a tree. And I kind of went on about that a little bit in the last video. It takes a lot of put it down, twisting, turning up, down, everything else. But when we do our paint and stuff and got a tree mod download, we just click, 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 and who cares? And for that, every little individual tree, the coloring of the rocks, and everything takes a massively long time. And so thankful he's willing to put that kind of time in. But as far as places around the map, like I said, the biogas supermarket, your animal dealer is all close. Farmer's market, Taylor's Wool, the dairy, Napier Port. You got your DB Brewery. Once again, he always changes the name of that building that I love so much. It has an advertisement on top. Last time it was, now I'm having to think about it every time before I say it, 2E, Cazz. So you don't have to correct me this time. But this is your DB Brewery, Taylor's Bales, McDonald's, Mill Station, Manure Sales, Southern Mill, and you got a few places up here, the Hawke Bay Traders, your Sawmill, and your Grain Mill. Whew! Alright. Now that I've botched everything up, we go into this. This one, once again, is kind of like Taylor's. I really like the startup. It's got a T6. It's a nice starting tractor. You got your Fendt, which is one of my favorite. I always say it every time because it's the first one you can get a loader for that's available in game. I'm probably going to sell the truck and pick me up a little bit of money, but this is a mod version here, so I can't. So I'm actually drive it because it's already tore up anyway. I like tore up and rusty. He's always got you set up for everything you need to put out your fields. Fertilizer, cut grass. I did the chainsaw. He didn't give you that. Give him a chainsaw, Cazz. And you got all your animal placements and stuff here. Here's your multi-fruit silo that is in your pack that you got to extract. And it holds 1.5 million and so many fruits and everything in this game that you literally cannot see it all. You got tons of sheds. Here's your stuff to repair all those broken vehicles and stuff. The No Surfboard House by G&G. And just a water thing. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's just part of the story. Here's your yard here. And all your sheds and stuff. So it is kind of a, even though you're kind of inherited the farm, it is still a new setting. There isn't a lot of old stuff around. So for you that really likes the newer stuff, you're going to be sitting pretty anyway. So let's take a look around and I'll show you what I meant. And this is the part that kind of got me. When I didn't know the history of the land. Was just a random hump here and a random hump there. And I was like, is that going to work with combines? I mean, is that supposed to be? I mean, I guess you could take the editor and smooth it out, level it out, and all that kind of stuff. It costs you a little money, but who cares? I mean, it'd be a little bit easier, but once I found the history, now I can't touch it. For nothing. I just ain't going to do it because of the history of the map. And all these little fields right here can be combined. You got your main highway here, but if you look, he always goes to big farming, and I mean, look. All the way to the edge of the map. I'm all the way down at the bottom down here. And all the way up to, I'm at the center of the map. And now, so 3/4 of this map, this wide, can be made into one field. You big farmers, I'm telling you, this is my favorite map of Cazz. And you got a lot of stuff you can combine over here. You got plenty of traffic. Here's that island that he swam to in his childhood. Here's more of the rolling of the land. I mean, you can tell like this one right here. I mean, he's always so known for having nice long hills, gradual hills, and one of them that's just kind of got a slight rise. I mean, look at this. And this isn't just map making. This is what an earthquake did. That's just awesome. I mean, when a map is supposed to mean something to you to the point that you want to play it, That's what does it for me, is stuff like that right there. So we're going to cruise around and fly around some of these sell points. Here is your sawmill. I mean, this road. Now remember, every single thing, including these poles and everything, has to be set down just perfectly. Turn. Traffic added. All these hills has to be painted. I do have a build series. If I haven't posted yet, I will put up a slide or check a pressed video of Cazz. But it's a build series on Hawke's Bay. It's in my playlist. It's easy to find. So if I don't post it, you can ask me. But I mean, you can't, if you bring a tractor through here. Seriously. I mean, this is what I like. If you think about this in real life, and they drive on the wrong side of the road, I don't care what you British think. Actually, I do. I'm just playing. They drive on the right side of the road, which is the left. And we drive on the wrong side of the road. See, there goes a car on this side of the road. And I watched a little bit of video and it freaked me out. But could you picture bringing a big load down through here and meeting traffic that is going both ways? You can't see around the corners. So think about it in real life perspective, or at least that's what I want to do. And this is a treacherous little area. I literally don't know if I could go through there, but I can go through here. So, gotcha. So here's your shipyard. And here's his well that he likes. This is his nation's flag. And some more of the coastline of the bay, Hawke's Bay. And he's put a lot more trees and stuff in on this map. Of course, they're different size. They're spaced irregular. And of course, with the light poles and the traffic, this part just feels right. If you hear me, I'm bragging on this map more than any of his other maps. This is my favorite map for all these reasons that I'm escalating my voice on. This is a map that's really getting my attention. I really love it. It has history. It has a natural look. His personal history right here with his favorite brews is right here on this building every time. And he showcases a different one every time. So that's more. You got the Snake Road. You got the island that I don't think he can swim to anymore. And you got all these little hills and everything that affected his landscape for which he lives. I love this map. I really do. You got plenty of areas that you can expand in. And like I said, tons of farms to put together. You have flags on this map. And you have the tractors on the roof that I kind of like that he does. And some inside the dealership. So, I mean, if y'all look at this at modhub.us and you're actually watching this video, this is my favorite map of Cazz, period. And it is just it. And I told you all the reasons why. So go back and check my old videos, or just go over to his Facebook page, ask to join, and just say, hey, Cazz, this is a lot of, something really nice that we can enjoy. We love what you did. Because if you agree with me. If not, just go over and say hi and tell him how much you like the other maps of his. He's a really nice guy. He cares a lot about people. And you're not going to be unsatisfied at all with his group. Not in my eyes. So, that is going to do it for me. Be sure to pop that like button. I actually loved it. I love it when people speaks. I love to see responses to those. I love to comment on them. And be sure to pop subscribe so you're not going to miss nothing. Because I pretty much believe there's going to be some more good content coming. Take care and have fun, everybody.